Lorenco Berra de Viega. He's caught up behind Miguel Sardinia as he comes onto the Wellington straight. Hope that the Sporting New Mercedes man has seen him. This also opens up the opportunity maybe for Victor Bouveng. Oh, and just sliding through goes Berra de Viega. Also, Victor Bouveng able to squeeze past. Next target is Marcio Basso. So one car cleared and that drama completed. Blue flag being waved at Basso as the brace of BMW's headlights flashing. Charge on their way. And it looks like it's going to be fairly straightforward, actually. That's really nice management of the race from the Sporting New Mercedes drivers. Their battle uninterrupted, nor is that for the race leaders. So through Beckett's we go. Riding over the curbs, then out of Chapel Curve. And down the hangar straight. Punching the hole in the air. The breeze continues to stiffen. Just a little bit of a look to the inside from Victor Bouveng, but he can't force the mistake from Lorenco Berra de Viega at the point at which they arrive into Stone, nor on the exit. The road just drops away into the Vale, then climb up, slight incline on the brakes. Meanwhile, here is the battle for fourth place between Mario Farnbacher, Marco Mappelli and Albert Costa, and they're only 2.5 seconds back from Andrea Fontana and continue to catch Fontana at a rate of 2 seconds a lap. So this is going to be a three-way scrap for third before too long. And we've got a lot of, well, three cars in the championship fight all running together. Mario Farnbacher just clear of the Imperiale Racing Lamborghini. Then Albert Costa watching and waiting behind you. See Andrea Fontana ahead of us. Meanwhile, the BMWs still running together. This is one of the best finishes to a GT Open race we've had so far this season. Every position on the podium is still up for grabs as Victor Bouveng pursues Lorenco Berra de Viega down the Wellington straight. Again, he shows himself in his mirrors. Again, he can't get within more than a car's distance under braking. It's down to half a car's length. They come through Brooklands. They sprint towards Luffield into the right-hander. Still nothing between them. They get on the throttle at the same time. We're talking hundredths, thousandths of a second here. As the TMRT Motorsport BMWs hurtle through. Just under 6 minutes on the clock, so they're going to have time for 3 more laps, including the one that they've just started. And meanwhile, Marco Mappelli's found a way past Mario Farnbacher. So Mappelli past Farnbacher. And that is going to be significant for the championship because Mappelli's going to have plenty of time to catch Andrea Fontana between now and the flag. As out of Chapel Curve, down the hangar straight. Lorenco Berra de Viega, he wants this. So does Victor Bouveng. Berra de Viega, mathematically at least, still in a championship battle, albeit with an awful lot of ground to make up. And he wants to claim a victory in the International GT Open. As Bouveng looks to the outside through Vale, gets on the throttle through Club. Pursues his teammate. And this is always so difficult because you know exactly where they're strong, exactly what the car's capable of, and also that it's a very, very long walk to the airport if you make contact with him. As a little bit of a look from Bouveng to the inside of the Lorenco Berra de Viega, who makes the mistake at Village, slithers wide, gathers it up, tight line through the loop for Lorenco Berra de Viega. Now, what about the battle behind? Still, Mario Farnbacher is able to withstand the pressure from Albert Costa, but they're all right up with Andrea Fontana. Meanwhile, through Brooklands, Bouveng continues to chase Berra de Viega. 2 laps to go as they accelerate out of Luffield. They've both been given a track limits warning, which they will both probably completely disregard. Even though they both got a 5-second penalty, they'd still be triumphant in the race. Out of Copse Corner, and Bouveng, he knows that he can go that little bit quicker. He's able to push his way past. Turn fits to Costa. watches, listens as Bearau de Viega just a little bit slower, maybe through Beckett's. That said, he's just that bit smoother. He's not hustling the car in quite the same way that Victor Bouveng is. The two BMWs, it's like Mansell and Piquet here down the Hangar Straight in 1987. And now Bouveng thinks about selling the dummy to the inside of the Renko Bearau de Viega. He's got one more crack after this one into Stowe. He's got a lap and a half to try and find a way past and move into a very prominent position in the championship. Again, just breaking that a little bit deeper into Vale, then around through Club. The BMWs as one, as they have been for the last 3 or 4 laps. Meanwhile, Marco Mappelli's right with Andrea Fontana in the fight for third, so that is likely to change. Oh, and a spin from Mario Farnbacher. Farnbacher goes around at Vale. That promotes Albert Costa as Farnbacher rejoins. And again, Bearau de Viega just a little bit wider through Village. There's nothing doing there, though, for Victor Bouveng. As the Portuguese is able to defend, the pair of them head down the Wellington Straight for the penultimate time. Oh, here we go. Mappelli is past Fontana, and so is Albert Costa. Is he? Andrea Fontana. He and Albert Costa have got previous this season. Think of Spa. And Andrea Fontana re-engages it, so Marco Mappelli goes third. Remarkable driving around of the success seconds that he had, and now Mappelli goes third. He is going to get a huge hatful of points, 10 points for Giovanni Venturini, and that's going to propel Venturini to about a 7-point championship lead, depending on how the rest of the race unfolds. Albert Costa, though, needs to clear Andrea Fontana. They're in with Marcio Basso and Miguel Sardinia as Costa's got the run, and Andrea Fontana heading towards Copse Corner for the final time, and Costa's going to go for it. Great move, Albert Costa, to the inside of Andrea Fontana. He's still got to clear Marcio Basso on the exit. That's going to give Fontana the chance to fight back as they're almost 3 wide into Beckett. Brave, brave stuff. But Costa goes fourth. He's lost contact with Mappelli. Sardinia now back with Basso. Here's the fight for the lead. Half a lap remaining. Renko Bearau de Viega and Victor Bouveng. Does Bouveng roll the dice? That is the question. Or does he settle for the 12 points for second? Again, deep into Vale. He's rapidly running out of opportunities to overhaul his teammate. For Renko Bearau de Viega, this would be a magnificent way to score a first victory for the Teo Marti Motorsport BMW team in the championship. But now here comes Bouveng. He's just a little bit too far back. Tries to force the mistake from Bearau de Viega. It doesn't happen. Bouveng has now only got really one valid chance. That's into Brooklands. It looks to me as if he's coming on to the Wellington Straight. A little bit too far back from Renko Bearau de Viega. The team all clustered around the monitors. This will either be a moment of great jubilation or possibly an epic level of hand-wringing, but Bouveng doesn't take any chances, doesn't risk a roll of the dice to the inside line. So now it all comes down to Luffield for the final time. Remember last year, Gustavo Jacquemin out sprinting to the line. Can Victor Bouveng do the same as Renko Bearau de Viega accelerates through Woodcote? He is going to take victory for the Teo Marti Motorsport team, who score a 1-2. It's Bearau de Viega and Antonio Felix da Costa who win it. Victor Bouveng and Fran Rueda finish as runners-up. And who is going to be third? It's going to be Albert Costa into third. Marco Mappelli has had a problem the last lap. Albert Costa and Philip Fromavilla take third. Marco Mappelli and Giovanni Venturini in fourth, from Andrea Fontana and Vito Postiglione. What an incredible final lap of the race. And here comes Miguel Ramos. He and Mikel Mack to finish in 9th position. Around Luffield, accelerates to the flag, and Ramos takes 9th. In 10th, it is going to be, by my reckoning, Jordan Witt, who's going to win the Pro-Am classes. Imperiale Racing celebrate. Giovanni Venturini all smiles, as is Antonio Felix da Costa. Now across the line, Hiroshi Hamaguchi takes 2nd place in the Pro-Am class from Rob Bell. But for Teo Marti Motorsport, perfect day, near enough for them. Pole position and second on the grid, race victory and second place. Not much more they could do. Third place in the race going to Albert Costa and Philip Frommervilla. Again, great performance from Emil Frey Racing Lexus duo, who, with Costa overcoming Mapelli on the last lap of the race, we didn't quite see what happened there. Maybe Mapelli made an error, but then Mapelli recovers to fourth, which is going to give Giovanni Venturini a good boost in the championship, particularly as Victor Bouveng and Fran Rueda will be getting 12 and not 15 points as a result of finishing in second rather than first. A look then at the final classification. The win